Blessings. Welcome to today's daily law enforcement devotional. Um, I keep thinking about yesterday, and I really hope that you had a good time of prayer when the devotional was finished. But if you didn't, we've got time to do prayer again today. There's always an opportunity for prayer. It's very important, and we need to remember it. And today we see another example of prayer, and we're going to talk about that. And I'm going to ask you to pray again today. And hopefully, if you're seeing these every day and you're making this a habit, you will make prayer a habit as well. Because, 3, 4, 5 minutes, just, about the time that it takes us to watch one of these videos, just in that short amount of time, you can still converse with God and build your relationship with Him. So, um, let's get into Genesis 23 and 24. And I'm going to skip 23, hit 24, because there's two good takeaways from that I want to talk about. In chapter 24, verse 14, we see a servant of Abraham going and doing the things that his masters asked him to. But this servant, we have to remember, um, was um, to a position where he'd been given a lot of authority from his master to take care of this business, to go find a wife for Abraham's son. And he does, but he doesn't get overconfident or cocky with this authority that he's been given. But we see him pray, and he prays very specific. And as I was reading that today and thinking about our prayer time yesterday, um, I wanted to go back and have a little time again today that I would ask you to take some time to pray, but this time get really specific in your prayers. Give God the details, name names, name times and places or things, but just speak to God one-on-one and just get specific in your prayer today. And that's what this servant does, and it pays off. And we see this. God answers his prayers. So jumping real quick to 24, verse 50, um, there is a confrontation um, between these two groups as Jacob is leaving, um, or Isaac is leaving, I'm sorry, and he's got Rachel with him, and her father Laban comes in, and he's trying to stop him. And all of a sudden, we just see Laban's whole um, countenance change. The way he speaks, his temperament. You can see this as you're reading it. It just paints a picture of all of a sudden things seem to change. And you get the sense that God has intervened and God is in total control and God is protecting Isaac. It's just an awesome thought. It's an awesome word picture, and it's an awesome lesson for us to see and realize God does the same thing for us. Um, and if we look for it with spiritual eyesight while we're on the job, a lot of times we will see Him doing this for us. But go back and read it if you hadn't. See if you can see where he changes, where his attitude changes and his speech changes and the things that he says and the glory he gives. See where that changes and see if you see that. Also, take some time to pray. And tomorrow we're going to be back doing Genesis 25 and 26. So read those. God, I feel like a teacher giving tons of homework assignments. But man, we love the Lord. We love His Word. And it's not too much to ask to spend 5 minutes for 15 minutes out of your total day to read God and to get caught up in your relationship with Him. So you guys be safe, and I'll see you tomorrow.